AI is going to create more opportunity because the barrier to execution of your dream is going to be a lot less.
What's up, guys? This is Logic from Just a Guys podcast. I'm actually in Chicago right now, and I'm with my homie James John. I don't know, should I give you a whole government?
I'm not sure, man. Depends on who your audience is. Anybody got to be worried about?
Nah, you good.
All right, cool.
All right, the aim of what we're trying to do is really encourage Gen Z, because I personally believe that this generation is the most creative generation that the world has ever seen. But there's a lot of them that feel like there's no hope, there's no opportunities, and I hope to, be more of like a mentor and a guide for those people. So we've been going through the law of success, and we've actually been having some conversations out like on the like in the background. It's amazing, like some of our conversations that we had, how they would like line up with the book.
And I have never read the book.
You haven't read the book.
That's the crazy part about it, right? Yes.
You haven't read the book.
It's funny, the universe works in those sort of mysterious ways.
Yes, but I really wanted to talk to you about this, man, because this week the word was enthusiasm. We get to hang out a lot. We do work events and stuff, but every time I hang out with you, man, it's like there's this level of enthusiasm you have, man. So I'm just curious, man, when you hear the word enthusiasm, what does that mean to you, and how do you feel like you stay enthusiastic?
Man, I feel like it starts from the moment I wake up. I had a buddy of mine who passed away a few years ago, God rest his soul. And whenever he called me, he would always say this. It's a biblical verse. He would go, "This is the day that the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it."
Yeah.
And I find myself, when I wake up in the morning, it's the first thing I say to myself. This is the day the Lord has made. And we shall rejoice and be glad in it. And then from then on, I think that just sets the stage for my day. I try to stay pretty positive about things. Another one of my sayings is life is about perspective. You'll end up going through trials, you end up going through experiences, but these things on their own mean nothing. It is what you apply to it, right? How do you view it? Like that's what gives it meaning. So man, for the most part, I think it's just a matter of just having this enthusiasm for learning, for experiencing, no matter what it is. It's just the way I do it.
Now, it's crazy that you mentioned like the first thing you went to was the Bible verse. When you research the etymology of the word enthusiasm, right, it comes from entheos.
Okay.
And theos is the Greek word for God.
And scholar.
So it really means inspired from within, or God within. So when you hear that, man, what does that mean to you?
Man, well, see, I had absolutely no idea, but this goes back to the point that I make, how things are so congruent, right? But I mean, again, mind, that's an internal thing. So you set the stage for your day. And so again, I wake up in the morning, and that's I pattern my day, so to speak. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the term patterning. But that is the thing that people actually do. You wake up and you decide within yourself, what my day will look like. What do I expect my day to be like? And so if I wake up and I go, you know what, man, life is hard, right? There's no enthusiasm in that. You can enthusiastically go, life is hard. If I did, I'm not sure what life would be like.
Right.
But you set the stage, man, for the day. If you pattern what you want your day to look like. So man, that's
powerful, man. So again, like we've been reading a lot of like tweets and things like that from a lot of Gen Z. But what would you say to encourage the younger generation, despite what's going on in the world, despite the AI and people really fearing a different economy is coming? Like, how would you encourage them to stay enthusiastic?
What I'm going to say is probably pretty cliche, but there is a lot of truth to that. I think that there is nothing to fear but fear itself. Human beings have been around for a very, very long time, and we will continue to be around for a very, very long time. This notion that we will create this thing that will replace us, I don't believe that. Whether or not that happens, I can't tell the future, but I don't. So I tell everybody, man, don't be afraid to live. If you've got that dream, go for it. you've got this this drive to experience something, go out there and go ahead and get it done. You know, everything else is really just noise.
Yeah.
And if you let the noise overshadow what your true purpose is, then yes, it likely will. But just recognize that your purpose is God-given. As long as you stay within that purpose. And how do you do that, man? I say you do it by practicing your desires. You know, your manifestation comes from knowing what you want, believing that you can receive what you want, and then taking some form of action, you know, to be able to get that thing.
Yeah.
You add these three things together, and that is going to equal the life that you want.
If you've been following the podcast over the past few weeks, which you haven't, but
I'll tune in next week.
It's just the law of success, though, right? Fame, having a direction, and then it talks about your habits, right? And taking initiative and other like these building blocks that you're really just now alluding to, that have been covered. So in the whole point of what we're trying to do with the podcast too is evaluate if these principles in the law of success will work in 2026. And I think what's coming through a lot is that there's nothing new under the sun.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Right?
Yes.
And then, there are things that you have to do, right? And we are seeing a shift in, the job, because the big complaint, again, from Gen Z, millennials too, is, you guys told us to go to college. Yep. You told us to get a good education, because we're going to go to work for the next 40, 50 years and then retire, and the American dream, and have the, picket fence. But a lot of that now seems out of reach, at least going down that path.
Right.
And I'd argue now that there's more opportunities available because of the freedom of expression, because of, and by freedom of expression, I mean, you have the ability now with the tools like AI to be able to execute on your level of creativity, whatever that may be, and bring an idea to market.
What I will say about AI, I mean, don't get me wrong, AI will cause the loss of jobs, right? Like for example, you decide today that you want to launch a car washing business. Typically, what would you do? You want to stand up a website, right? Do some advertising. In the past, you would need a website designer.
Yeah.
And now you don't.
Yeah.
You can log into ChatGPT and say, build me a website. So yeah, have I eliminated the job of a webmaster? I kind of sort of have. But what have I done? I think what AI does is it now eliminates the excuse that I cannot execute. That's what it does.
No. That's a bar right there, bro.
That's a bar?
Yeah. Because it eliminates the excuse that you can't execute.
Because it helps you execute.
Yeah.
So every single idea you have, all the barriers to entry well, not all of them, a lot of them have been removed. The only thing you have to do is something that requires physical effort.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you got to walk around and hand out a flyer. Well, AI doesn't have legs.
Yeah.
So we can't do that.
Yeah.
All right. It can't wash the car for you. You got to do it yourself. But the fact that you sat and go, man, I have this burning desire to open up a car wash, and I just don't know where to start. Plug that into AI. It will literally tell you steps A through Z, exactly what you should do to be able to launch that. So yeah, man, AI is going to create more opportunity because the barrier to execution of your dream is going to be a lot less.
So, and that right there is something to really be enthusiastic about,
Absolutely.
Right? Because then, again, it goes back to you being able to tap into the God within, and express like whatever that creativity is, right? Like it's now enabling, and man, it's like a revelation to me, man.
Yeah, and now you can move in your purpose and in your path, man.
Yeah.
Because you go back to the point that they've sold us this dream, that if we do these things, X will happen. But what we don't realize is this is part of the matrix, the construct that keeps us in that wheel, right? It keeps us away from our dreams and our desires. If your dream and your desire is to go to school, get a good job, and do nothing, then hey, by all means, this world is actually set up for you. But for the vast majority of us, it's not only that. There are other things that we want to see, that we want to do, and again, like with tools like AI, I think it's going to make it a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah, man. Well, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Just the Guys. We go live on Saturdays at 6:30. This is a special episode, a little special edition with my homie James. I got to get him on the show. He's always busy Saturdays at 6:30, but we'll get him on.